Okay, I'm John.
Driver. I'm Christian, the co-driver.
So we're out here in Vegas doing some testing, getting ready for the Parker 425. Super excited about it. The WildPowerSports trophy light running excellent today.
We're not going to break a rim this year, are we?
We're not going to break.
No, we're going to finish this year.
But so last year we had some issues.
A couple of issues. 3 of them to be precise.
3.
They were all rocks. They were all rocks, the issues.
It was rock 1, which was a big rock.
Made a strange sound.
Yeah, it made a bad sound. Then rock 2, that didn't seem as bad.
But rock 3.
That was it.
Rock 3 made a big sound, and that was a flat tire and a hole in a rim.
Yeah, and then when we changed it, we noticed that the front hub had broken, and we tried to limp it back, and it just didn't work out for us.
Ended up locking up the brake.
Yeah, locked the brake, locked the wheel. We were stuck on the course. No good, but
Into race there. But this year will be different.
this year we're doing good. We're gonna do well.
Testing went great today.
Full day, like 5 hours of testing. Ran the truck. I drove the truck. Christian drove the truck for a bit. Perfect truck. So tomorrow we're coming back out. We're gonna test another full day into the night. Make sure everything's perfect. The transmission. That was another thing. Let's talk about Vegas to Reno.
The most recent race we competed in, besides this one we're about to.
Yeah. So transmission. Well,
Tried a transmission from a local guy.
A guy that's great, but doesn't build
Great
race.
transmission guy, but has never, I don't think, had a race transmission application quite like what goes in a trophy light.
Correct. So the transmission was great, but it wasn't set up for a race vehicle.
It infinitely overheated.
Yeah,
It was the issue.
Christian, mile.
We made 150 miles.
No, before it hit maxed out and pegged the gauge.
Oh, it pegged the gauge in about 10 miles.
Yeah. 10 miles in.
From the start, 10 miles in, pegged the gauge.
The gauge was pegged, which means it's over 300 degrees. And what were we going to do? We just kept going.
I have no reason to believe that it quit climbing after 300 degrees. I bet we baked a cake in there at 450.
It probably got hot. And then the power steering issues, but George was awesome with that and basically changed.
Awesome pit support with we swapped the whole power steering system. The whole power steering system in that.
The entire steering system was replaced. Thanks to everybody that helped us out.
We even had to hunt down parts from other teams. It was great.
Yeah, the guys that gave us all the parts. We really,
so much support in this class.
Thank you, because that really helped us out. But the transmission ended it, and it was on a flat road that you could have driven your car on, going about 50 miles an hour, half throttle, and it just let go.
We actually had to use reverse.
Yeah, and then we
down that particular road to get to the next pit support man, the best in the desert official.
Yeah. And then we all went to Baja, but I raced on a quad. Christian did support for another trophy light, so we didn't get the truck down there. Hopefully next year, Baja 1000.
If all goes to well with things.
So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. The truck's good, and we did a lot of work on it. The new trans cooler. We put it. Transmission gets so cold now.
We have to turn off the fan.
Yeah, it's perfect. So thanks to everybody that helped me out, telling us all how to put it in and how to plumb it and all that jazz, because that made a big difference. The GoPro, we're going to try to get it working.
GoPro is in the process still. Still working on GoPro footage. I hope we figure that out so that we can start posting more in-truck videos.
The in-truck videos are very cool.
They are, but we don't have any because our GoPro only records for 2 seconds. But we got it now to keep recording, but we need the intercom audio.
Yeah.
We're working on intercom audio.
Yeah, we want the audio from the helmet so you guys can hear everything that we hear, because you'd be surprised at things we talk about in the middle of the race. So,
tacos.
Yeah,
tacos.
Girls.
That cactus.
Beer. Stuff like that. So, we are going to go get some fajitas, maybe.
Flaming fajitas.
Flaming fajitas. So get packed up here in the desert and get out. But yeah, we're set to do this. .13 out of the race. We are stuck just off the course at 126.2.
Okay, copy 6013 at 26.2 or 126.2 on 6013 stuck.
Yeah, we're gonna need a pullback. We got a motor issue. 126.2. Thanks, Keith. So we had some issues in Parker. Big surprise.
Yeah. Shocking, isn't it?
So our first issue was brakes. When Gary was driving, we had a brake line go. No big deal. Trophy Light did an awesome job of replacing it for us because we had limited people at the main pit. But when he came in on the first lap, when we were jumping in after the first lap, he said the truck started to hesitate and lose power, which got me worried because that's a problem we had a long time ago.
Long time ago, when we first got the
Yeah,
truck.
when we first got it. So, we started going and we actually started ripping pretty good.
We were doing all right,
And-
but we were losing power in the top end,
Yeah.
big time.
It wouldn't rev over a couple thousand, First it was like just at the top end, then it was a 3/4 throttle, then it was a half throttle. Before you knew it, we could barely even move.
Before you knew it, we barely had 20 horsepower in all.
Yeah, a Class 11 would have blown by us. It was nothing. So
I wish we had a Class 11. We would have done a lot better.
We would have done good. So, so finally we made a turn. We were just beating the ever-loving crap out of it, trying to keep it running, screaming it, just trying to keep the revs up. It was running as lean as could be, So we
Even
finally
leaner and it wouldn't have ran at all.
it was done.
I think it did get to a point like that, though.
Yeah, it got to a point when we made that corner. I mean, if you look at the side of the truck, you see the burn marks from how hot the exhaust was. So we did what we could, but about 15 miles, pretty close to where last year we ended up. We came into a corner, let off the throttle, and
It didn't have. It had
10 car.
too much valve float to get going again.
yeah, 10 car was cut past us. We just didn't have the momentum and the RPMs to go. So
And then we coasted off the side of the course, and that was all she wrote. Would not restart.
that was the end of it. But the girl's got it in her. We'll get this right. We'll get this figured out. We think we know what's going on. We're going to Wix tomorrow.
On a good side, everything that we changed from last race, every single thing that we addressed that we had a problem with before, worked flawlessly. Transmission was cool and tighter than ever. What else did we do? The engine ran super cool and nice.
Yeah, no heat problems.
No
anywhere.
heat problems anywhere except
The tires.
Our tires are
Yokohama. Awesome.
Yoke your mama.
Yoko Your Mama, like we like to call them. We were all skeptical about them because we never ran them. Awesome. The Ultra wheels, awesome.
Held in there pretty good. We were all very skeptical.
Yeah. As the helicopter goes overhead. So we're going to be in Vegas a little longer. We're going to get Wix, take a look at it tomorrow, run diagnostics on the computer, and
Give the motor a once over.
yeah, we'll give it a once over, and we'll get this figured out. We might have melted the motor. I think we probably did. So new motor, but we'll get her going.
Yeah, she was probably ready for one anyway.
We'll get her going. So catch everybody soon.